Hello, and welcome to another one of the guitar diagram videos. And in this video, we're going to talk about the minor pentatonic scale. And in this sign here, I posted the name of the scale, minor pentatonic, and its scale degree formula. This is the scale degree formula. And a formula is its distance of half steps and whole steps, or sometimes larger intervals. In this case here, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 note scale, and then back to the 1, and we see distances larger than a whole step here. This is a whole step, but here we have what's called a minor third, so that would be a minor third as well. That's a distance of 3 half steps. And the reason why this isn't a 2 and that's a 3, 4, because our scales are all numbered based on a 7-note standard. So if we're less than 7 notes, then we call the notes by where they fall within the scale. And so over here, I have 3 duplicated sets of all the natural notes, or the C major slash A minor, A natural minor scale. And we're going to find out how many minor pentatonic scales exist within this major scale here. And the way we can do that easily is to take this and drag it over these patterns, and if all the notes match up in the same spot, well then we can be assured that it is the same scale. So in my diagrams here, I use a symmetrical or an evenly spaced frets. If you play guitar, if you've looked at a guitar, you can clearly see that the first fret, second fret, third fret are much wider than where they are down here, and they get progressively shorter. But for the sake of displaying and presenting, it helps to have an evenly spaced one. So what I'm going to do is drag this over each of the notes. So starting on C here, I could see that, well, there is no E flat, but I need an E flat if I were going to be in C to satisfy the scale. So there is no one there. Then I'll go from C to D. Well, let's see. Well, look at that. I think we have a match. D, F, G, A, and C. So here, if we just eliminate the E and the B, we have the D minor pentatonic scale. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to eliminate all E's and B's. E and B and E, B, E, B, E, B, E, B, and E. So now if you're somebody who knows your pentatonic scale forms across all 6 strings, you can kind of see the emergence of those right in here. So we went to D, and now we'll go to E. Let's put this over E, and it looks like, well, looks like we have another match. So starting on E, there's G, there's A, there's B, there's D. So now if we eliminate the F and the C, F and C and F and C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F. And now we see the same, we see the E minor pentatonic scale. It's the same set of intervals, just now starting on E. So now we're going to go to F. Well, we clearly don't have a match here because we would need this note, and that note, and this note, and that's probably the furthest off. Then let's go to G. Well, we can see that we don't have a match. Some of the notes are part of it. This one, this one, this one, but not this one. So we don't have a match with G. And then we'll go to A. A, we do have a match. And then we'll just check the last one, B. And B is close, but we would need this note right here, so we don't have it. So once we get on A, if we eliminate the B and the F, we will have the minor pentatonic scale. So once again, B and F can come off. B and F's. All the B and the F's are now gone. All right, so the next step here is to see how they are all pentatonic scales. And one way I can do that is, this is a common pattern for the pentatonic scale where the A is the 1, the C is the flat at 3, and then D is 4, G is 5, or E is the 5, G is the flat at 7, back to 1, back to flat at 3rd, 4, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 3. So now I'm going to turn this into a grouped pattern here. You can see that when we have this pattern here, that same pattern exists right there. And then that same pattern exists right here. So it looks like we did these right. When we break down the minor pentatonic scale, it ends up being 5 patterns, 5 starting points, 1 for each note of the scale, but they kind of overlap each other because we could start here and use all these notes, or we could start here and use all these notes. So in another video, I'm going to show all the 5 minor pentatonic scales, and I've done some other videos on that, but I'm going to further break it down. But in this video, the point was to show how we actually have 3 minor pentatonic scales buried within a 7-note major scale. Typically, in the key of C, the A minor pentatonic or the C major pentatonic is the most commonly used one, but it's important to note that the other scales can be used, and we have all of the notes of 3 different minor pentatonic scales within that. So, you know, in your soloing and your harmonizing and things like that, it's important to know what are all the tools that you have. So break that down in various scales and in your playing, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.